Okay, so level of detail expressions, so there are three: include, exclude, and fixed. So we'll start with fixed, and what we're going to do is to kind of do trial and error to see what happens in each of them, right? So let's create a field, calculated field. So let's call this sales fixed. So now what happens when you have fixed sales? Okay, so the LOD expressions, they always start with the squiggly bracket and completes with a squiggly bracket at the end. Okay, so we say fixed, right? All right. Now we can provide a parameter, a dimension here or not. If you don't provide any dimension at all, then what will happen? Okay, I have to have, after the dimensions, I must have a colon. So the keyword, then the dimensions, the colon, and then I have to provide what we want to do with that level of detail. So here, since we are not providing any dimension at all, so what we're going to get is the sum of the entire database. Okay, no dimension has been provided. So when you provide no dimension at all, then you're at the maximum level of aggregation, right? So only when you add dimensions, you get down from that aggregation. So now let's look at what happened actually. Okay, so we have product categories and say sales fixed. And let's look at it from a text point of view. You see, you get the same value for each of them. Okay. If you selected simply sales here, then you see sales is different based on the dimension that you have added. Okay. So at this point, the visualization LOD is product category. But then the sales exclude calculated field, okay, because of the LOD expression, ignores the visualization LOD and goes back up, and for the fixed sales. Okay. So how can we use this? Maybe like the way this example works is that you have sales. So now you have sales. Let's sort this. Okay. Now we can create another field, calculated field, and we can use percentage sales total. So now we can go sum of sales divided by sum of sales fixed. Okay. So now you've got that as well. and let's put some. And these are percentage. You know how to change the formats to percentage and everything. So now what we have here is, even though the level of visualization LOD is subcategory level, you're able to compute the percentage of sales for each subcategory based on the entire sales database, which you couldn't do. So you have to know that total sales comes from a level of detail completely different from the level of detail of the visualization. So this is an example of how to set up a fixed LOD. Okay?